Hello and welcome to another episode of Ghana's in Africa podcast. A Champions League week. After disappointment in the Premier League, with a draw against Aston Villa, where we're leading 2-0. I was so disappointed about the result, but in terms of performance, it was a better performance. We have better energy. We have more high intensity in the game. Good, great performance from a few players, but I think team needs help, the manager needs help, because they gave everything in that game. But if you look at our bench, it was like it was so disappointing to just have one attacking player. Recognize first team player in Raheem Sterling who lacks confidence at the moment. I think the club, the board needs to do something. And it's been like 20 days, 21 days, 22 days no new signing when we had big injuries in Saka and Gabriel Jesus. And we needed someone before they even got injured going to this transfer window. And we don't have anyone in. It's really disappointing. But yeah, man, we our game against Villa, we performed well. I think once we created chances to win, but we two defensive lapses. I watched the Liverpool game before that, and they were really tired, exhausted. Liverpool and Brentford too, as well. But the difference in that game is Liverpool brought on top players, really fresh players in Nunes as a sub. Who else did they bring in? They brought Javier Elliott as well. I think I'm not sure. They brought Andrew Robertson as well at left back as a change, which means that they were really going for it, and they could lift the level again in the game in terms of intensity. And they got the two goals. Even Chiesa contributed coming off the bench. For us, we didn't have that. That's the difference between the teams at the moment. They have a better squad than what we are, but the team, we are not doing anything in the market to help the manager and the team because they've been really running themselves into the ground. Kai Havertz, Leandro Trossard is a top game, top two assists from the left. Great game and performance throughout the game. Miles Lewis Skelly had a very good game again. He's really making that position his own. I think in midfield, Declan Rice had a good game. And then Martin Odegaard had an up and down game, but he was always central into what we're doing. And Martinelli huffed and puffed, not as efficient. I think because our right hand side hasn't been consistent in that right hand side, especially when we play Thomas Partey there. Um, I know he was at fault probably for the second goal because of the mistake he made in terms of trying to move up the line and move away from his marker, hoping it would be an offside. But we miss him through the central midfield because when we play him, like I keep saying, I know people don't like him because of issues that are happening off field, and some people have grudges because he is never available. But I think this team having Thomas Partey in midfield plays better. We control games better. We put pressure on teams with the ball better, and his passing in between the lines. Even in this game, he was good when we were on the ball. The issue was when we were off the ball. He's not a right back, as much as he's experienced, but he's not a right back. Yeah, but yeah, man, we move on. Lost the game. We have a Champions League this week. We have some good news as well in the injury front. Ethan Waneri is back, which adds more to the numbers in our uh, attacking areas. Which we missed him. We missed a player like him. And the time he got injured, he was really getting into the team. He was getting more minutes, playing more games. But now we missed him and we lost him for a few weeks, which really made us struggle in terms of numbers in that area of the field, in attacking areas. Um, and then Ricardo Calafiori is available, which will help, especially in the centre back position with Saliba out. Mikel Arteta mentioned that Saliba should be back before the City game in this Champions League game is too early for him. hopefully is available for the weekend. We could do playing Ricardo Calafiore at centre back with Gabriel two left sided full centre backs in at centre back. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully Mikel will play him there. But coming from back from injury will probably be too soon. I'm not sure. But playing centre back, he should be fine. Yeah, man, and hopefully Tomiyasu and Ben White are back soon, and Saliba as well should be available in the next few games. Which will be good for us going towards the mark game is the City game on the 2nd of Feb. Hopefully we have some people back at that time. Yeah, man, and no more injuries, please. And then going to this game with Dinamo Zagreb, we have some history with them with Eduardo da Silva, who's a legend there and a fan favorite at Arsenal. They are quite a good side. Like they play good football, as like many aside from Croatia, beautiful football to watch. There's some promising players. And one of the players we're linked with is Martin Baturina. We've been linked with him. A few players, top players, Marco Bianca, who was at Juve. They are they got a defensive midfielder in Petar Sucic, quite an interesting player, and their top striker usually, who's their top goal scorer with 12 goals in 3 Champions League games. Sandro Kulenovic is a top player. So yeah, quite an interesting side, but we should be able to have enough to win at home. Solon at home. And also this game brings like sort of breather from the domestic game. And the opportunities to for us is to, if we win this game, we qualify for the next round, and we can send a much changed team in next week to Girona, and some key players will probably need to get some break before we go to play City, who are struggling in the Champions League because they probably need results. They play more. People like Odegaard, Timber, Gabriel, who else? Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, even Kai Havertz will probably not need to play them in that game, or to start. We can make some changes. We've got players who probably need Neto, get some Champions League football, Kivio, Tierney, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Merino, probably him, Raheem Sterling, Ethan Waneri as well, because he had a 2 weeks break, Calafiori. Those players will need to play some football. Yeah, going to this game, my team will go a strong team. With Ryan goal, right back, Julian Timber at centre backs. I'll have Gabriel and Calafiori. Left back, I'll have Miles Lewis Kelly again. I think he's been doing well in that position. Midfield, I'll have Thomas Partey and Declan Rice. And then up top, I'll have on the left, I'll have Leandro Trossard, on the right, Martinelli, and then I'll have Kai Havertz up top, and then give minutes to Nwaneri, Sterling, even Jorginho and Merino to get some minutes from the bench, and then other guys as well. Like, we can win this game. Winning this game will give us confidence going to Wolves away. Wolves have issues at the moment with the likes of plenty. Cunha doesn't want to play. He wants to move to Arsenal. He doesn't want to sign. Doesn't want to sign an agreed contract with Wolves. So hopefully we bring someone in. Look, it's been really tough for us in terms of numbers in the attacking areas, and what I'm worried about is like the fact that we got Nwaneri back, another player in attacking areas, but we need at least 2 players in attacking areas, a forward or a winger, and someone who probably Cunha fits the what we need up front, some energy, some legs in the forward areas. Yeah, man, it's exciting. I know Arsenal women are also playing. They just came back from a break, so they are fresher. They won 5-0 over the weekend against Palace, which was an amazing game. They started slowly though, but they scored early. But in terms of play, Palace had a low block. It was difficult to break them down, but understand it's our first game back from the break. They put pressure, and eventually the second goal came, made substitutions, and then the floodgates opened, scored more goals. So it was a fantastic win for Renneslager's first game as head coach, which is wonderful. I hope they continue. They've got some big games coming up. I think they play Chelsea on Sunday. They've got Champions League they've got another league game against Brighton on Wednesday, and then they've got Chelsea over the weekend. So we need to get some points off Chelsea so we can close the gap in the title race. I think we are second now. Let me check. I think we should be second. I think we are second because City dropped points against United, so we should be second on the WSL log, which is really good. We are second with 24 points, and Chelsea have 31 points. So we're getting there. For a team that had a really, really bad start. The thing that we only lost one game in the league. It feels like we've lost a lot. We drew 3 games, which that's a problem. So yeah, we can get the victory over Chelsea and close the gap there, which will be good. Similar things to the men's side, 6 points gap. Going to the Wolves games over the weekend, and Liverpool have Ipswich at home. Probably a win for Liverpool. We need to win our game to keep closer, man. Anything can happen in this league. There's quite a lot of games to play. Hopefully no more injuries. And we win tomorrow with no injuries and more people getting minutes, especially Manuel and Calafiori, and going to the next round. And hopefully after the Newcastle game, the second leg of the Carabao Cup, probably go on a break. If we win tomorrow, that will give us an opportunity that we won't be playing the 2 extra games, and then we don't have the FA Cup round in that period. So, and then between the 5th and the 15th, we have 10 days in between for warm weather training, and give people some break and other people a opportunity to recover. Yeah, man, I think we're gonna smash Dynamo tomorrow 3-0. Yeah, that's my prediction. Thanks for watching. Keep liking the post and keep subscribing. Thank you so much. Come on, you Gunners.